Before newspaper headlines turned Jesse James into a household legend, there were 3 brothers riding beside him who paid a far higher price: Cole, Jim, and Bob Younger. Together, they formed the iron core of the James Younger gang, and their story is as bloody as the frontier they rode through. The Youngers grew up in Missouri, raised on a family farm caught directly in the crossfire of the Civil War. When the Union Army raided their property, interrogated family members, and eventually killed their father, bitterness took root. That grief turned into something sharper when their sister was assaulted during a raid. Justice wasn't coming through courtrooms, so the Youngers chose the saddle. All 3 joined Confederate guerrilla bands like Quantrill's Raiders and Bloody Bill Anderson's Riders. They learned bushwhacker tactics: hit fast, vanish faster. Ambushes, sabotage, and retaliation became their schooling. By the time the war ended, mercy was a foreign language. With Reconstruction squeezing Missouri and the economy gutting Southern homes, the Youngers didn't walk back into farm life. They followed Jesse and Frank James into a new battlefield: railroads, banks, and express lines that seemed to grow rich while families starved. Jesse became the face. But Cole Younger? He was the strategist. Quiet, disciplined, deadly when cornered. For a decade, the James Younger gang robbed trains and banks across multiple states. Posses chased them. Pinkerton detectives hunted them. And when Pinkertons threw a bomb into the Younger farmhouse, killing their brother and maiming their mother, rivalry turned into war. Then came the moment that broke the gang. Northfield, Minnesota, 1876. The town was armed, ready, and unwilling to be terrorized. Gunfire erupted on Main Street. Civilians rushed from windows with rifles. When the smoke cleared, the Youngers were bleeding and trapped. Cole took 6 bullets and stayed standing, refusing to abandon his brothers. Bob and Jim were shot down beside him. They survived, but surrendered, beaten and half dead. Jesse and Frank escaped, but the Youngers paid the bill. Bob died in prison. Jim, broken by illness, took his own life. Cole served 25 years behind bars before parole. He came out older, quieter, reflective, giving lectures on crime prevention and turning down offers to renew the gang myth. In the end, the Younger brothers weren't remembered for how many banks they robbed. They're remembered for loyalty, to family, to each other, and to a cause long turned to ashes. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smart History for Dumb Times. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, click the link in my bio.